All right. Welcome, one and all, to the Off the Rails Sports Podcast. We're going to do a review of Saturday, March 29th. And it was quite the day in sports, my friend. It was quite the day. If you could, hit that like and subscribe button. It means a lot to us. And, man, we had March Madness. We got the first two teams of the Final Four. Duke crushed Alabama. School's 18th Final Four. First time since Krzyzewski retired. Alabama was 8 for 32 from three. I don't know if you saw the game, but before the game, I saw Nate Oates, and he had his little pregame pep talk, and it was terrible. He was like, "Oh, we could beat these guys, and don't forget about last year, and we did the best we could." And I was like, "Jesus Christ, man, this is really what it is?" Like, wow, paper tiger for sure. They got blown out, 85-65. Duke just throttled them. Duke just did whatever they wanted, whenever they wanted. Just the better team. Sometimes that's how it goes. But I was very disappointed in Nate Oates, and especially that pregame speech. I was like, oh, my God. You know, last year he almost got him there. This year he almost got him there. Maybe he's that guy who's almost going to get him there. You know, Charles Barkley, I'm so proud of Alabama. Yeah, okay. Better wait till football season, buddy. Better wait till football. Florida pulled a rabbit out of the hat. I really thought they were done. They were down by 9, just a couple minutes left. They beat Texas Tech 84-79. Walter Clayton Jr. was just amazing. I'm not going to put him in the Steph Curry, but man, he just had a game. Scored 13 points in the final 5.5 minutes. Guy literally put the team on his back, got him to the Final Four. Kudos to you. Kudos to the University of Florida. Played a magnificent game. Not really the big fan of the coach. I think he's guilty as hell from what was going down in September and October. But, you know, winning cures a lot of things, doesn't it? It sure as hell does. All right, let's go on to baseball. Seems like the Red Sox got a little problem with their DH, Rafael Devers. Seems like in his first 3 games, he has got 10 strikeouts. I'm a Red Sox fan. Let's talk about what that is. Is he pissed off because he isn't playing third base and Alex Bregman is? I don't know. I did notice that he didn't play in spring training games till later on. Maybe that was just a pissing match. And maybe he just hasn't caught up. But he just doesn't look very good at the plate at all. Red Sox lost again. After winning the opener, they've lost the last 2. I mean, I know it's early. We're not going to get all freaked out. Matt Scherzer came out of his game against Baltimore today. Said he had some lat tightness. Said it was from his thumb. He understands that stuff a lot better than me. And, you know, we're starting to understand, like, you know, hamstrings can cause Achilles heel. His thumb caused lat tightness. He said it's an issue. He could be out for quite a while. They still have a really strong starting staff, but they don't really have a lot of depth. Couldn't you say that about every team in the major leagues? But they lost again to Baltimore. The Yankees missed an extra point in beating Milwaukee 20-9. Padres beat the Braves 1-0. Braves are 0-3. I know you're on the road, but man, that's got to kind of worry you. It's really got to kind of worry you. Dodgers won again, 7-3. They're 5-0. It's going to be a long year. We're going to be seeing a lot of Dodgers. I really think they're going to beat Seattle's record. I think they're going to go past 116 wins. I understand, John, early in the season, there's going to be slumps. Yeah, there is. But man, I'm telling you, this team is loaded. They are loaded, unloaded. In the NBA, in the league, the Lakers beat Memphis 134-127. I'm telling you, man, that Luka Doncic trade, that makes me sicker and sicker every day. That kid is just a winner. I just don't even know how you even continue with the franchise after that. The Heat, beat the 76ers 118-95. Mavericks pulled off a miracle, 120-119 over the hot Bulls. The Thunder throttled the Pacers, 132-111. And the Celtics, which they just seem to be going through the motions. That's my team, but 121-111 over the Spurs. We're going to see where that all ends up. And, let's go over to my favorite sport, the PGA Tour. Yeah, I know, right? So, we got a lot going on there. Oh, God, do we got a lot going on there. Min-Woo Lee, very talented individual. He hits the ball a long way. Hasn't won on the PGA Tour. He's won a couple times on the DP Tour. Got a nice swagger about him. He was in the final group with Scottie Scheffler today. Scottie Scheffler set a course record in the second round with a 62, and I said last night, I thought maybe Scottie's starting to come around just in time for the Masters. Well, his putter abandoned him yesterday, third round. He only was 1 under for the round. Min-Woo Lee shot a 63, 7 under. Just is lapping the field. He's 4 strokes up. I don't know what's going on with Scottie Scheffler, and I've told you this many times on this podcast. Something is off with him, and I don't know what that is. But there is, you just look at the guy, and there is something wrong with the ecosystem. I took him last year to win the Masters. There's no way I'm taking him this year. He might win. He might get hot. But there is something wrong with this dude. And I'm not going to take Rory McIlroy, because that course just doesn't fit his game. He had a really good round today. He shot a 64 in the third round. He barely made the cut. He's 9 under. It's going to give him a lot of confidence going into the Masters, but that course just doesn't suit his game. And I don't understand, because he's got all the shots. He literally is probably the most talented player we've seen out there. And for some reason, he just can't pull it off. I don't know. I will tell you this, when it comes to the Masters, and I can't even believe I'm going to tell you this, is next week I'm going to watch the LIV Tour really intently, because I have a funny feeling the Masters winner is going to come out of the LIV Tour. And I don't know if it's Koepka. I don't know if it's Chambeau. I don't know if it's Dustin Johnson. Dustin Johnson took the money and ran. He's not going to really do it. Will it be Jon Rahm? I don't know. I'm going to look at those 3 really intently, see what's going on. I also really enjoyed seeing Keith Mitchell. He got to 11 under. He's one of my favorite golfers. He's just a grinder. He's a guy out there. He's very, very, he's very funny. I think I saw Keith the other day, and he was talking about Scottie, and he goes, they were saying, well, what are you going to have to do to contend with Scottie? And he basically said, if Scottie plays well, it doesn't matter what I do. I just don't have the talent. I really enjoy him. He is a super talented individual. He's one of the best golfers in the world. He's top 50, top 60. We all act like, oh, he's 55, like Min-Woo Lee is 55th in the world. Think about that. Out of the millions and millions of people who play golf, this guy is 55th. And we're acting like this guy is a baggage collector. Like, he's picking up bottles and cans. No, he's picking up a lot of stuff. That guy is super, super talented. And, around like the third round at the Texas Open, he showed that what that talent does. The guy is just eminently, he's just a monster on a monster. You know what I mean? One of those guys. I don't know. All right, let's talk about the NHL for a second, if we could. Go through it. Flyers beat the Sabres 7-4. Yeah, great. Lightning beat the Islanders. They're getting ready. They're getting in their playoff mode, 5-3. Blues Avalanche. Avalanche were hot. Blues beat them 2-1 in Colorado. That's a pretty nice win for the Blues. Devils 5-2 over the Wild. Golden Knights 3-1 over the Predators. Senators 3-2 over the Blue Jackets. Those 2 teams going nowhere. Maple Leafs beat the Kings 3-1. Nice road win for them. In literally a game I do not know why ABC showed. Red Wings played the Bruins, 2 teams that literally are playing for lottery picks. Red Wings won 2-1 in a game nobody wanted to see. The Oilers beat the Flames in OT 3-2. Rangers beat the Sharks, and the Stars beat the Kraken. The Stars are good. And if you heard Scott the other day, brother Scott, he picks them to go to the final. I think it's going to be probably the winner of the first round matchup between Colorado and Dallas, but we shall see. All right. That's all for today. If you could, hit that like and subscribe button. It means a lot to us. Leave some comments. Hey, be a game player. Tell me who you think's going to win the Stanley Cup. I think it's going to be Colorado. I think Scott is with Florida, but I don't know for sure. All right. I'll see you soon.